This week's class, When Your Health Matters, the class designed to empower you to better health through knowledge and education. I'm your host, Dr. Richard Huntoon from Advanced Alternative Medicine Center. We're located at 138 Canal Street in Pooler Park, that is in Pooler, Georgia. We're in Suite 404 of Building 400. If you want to stop into the office, that's always great. I'd love the opportunity to meet you, introduce myself, and understand the specifics of what it is that you're trying to solve health-wise. Give me an opportunity to do a brief evaluation to satisfy my own curiosities related to why you'd be in my office. I feel that's important. But short of stopping into the office, the next best way to get a hold of me would be to call my cell phone directly at area code 845-561-2225. Again, 845-561-2225. Please do not text that phone, as that phone is not equipped to receive texts. I will never get the text. I will never respond to your text, and then you will get probably a little frustrated over the fact that I'm, quote, not getting back to you. Wouldn't be getting back to you because I never received it. So if you want to do the texting thing, you can do that to my email, which is docrick, DOCRICK, at spineboy.com. docrick@spineboy.com, and whether you stop in, whether you call, or whether you email me, it's my pleasure to help you to better understanding with the concerns you have regarding your health. This class, my radio show, everything that I do in my life is about other people's health. This class is called When Your Health Matters. My books are called When Your Health Matters. My radio show is called When Your Health Matters. So it's all about you and when your health matters. And so this class is a very important class. It's for people to watch and actually consider what I'm going to share with you today so that you can make better choices for your health and make better choices for the health of your family. It's about one of the most popular holidays that we have. It's the last day of October, which is called Halloween. I lovingly call National Poison Your Child Day. And why would I call it National Poison Your Child Day? Well, consider what we do on Halloween. The first part is we all get dressed up. We all get dressed up as our famous person in our lives that influences us. We dress up as our alter ego. We dress up in fantasy. We dress up however it is that we would choose to dress up. And that's the great part about Halloween. I think everybody needs to relieve stress by dressing up and going out and participating in group activities and enjoying yourself and letting go and just trying to discharge all the stress that we've all been suffering from for the last 21 months. But after doing that, the last thing that we should be doing is going around to our neighbors' houses and knocking on the door and holding out a bag or a bowl or whatever to collect as much completely refined and processed white sugar as possible. Why? Because as we move further into later fall, which will then become early winter, typically what happens to people in the wintertime is that they end up getting sick. And this is a perfect opportunity to either enhance that problem by forcing people to suppress their immune system, or to avoid that problem altogether. And Halloween is a very important holiday because we spend a lot of time going out into the world, collecting buckets and bags and lots of different candies and sweets and things that are made with the completely refined and processed, what I call the crap sugar. And then we bring it home and we eat it for the next several days, weeks, heck, even until Thanksgiving, because that's the next holiday that comes along. But it opens the doorway to suppressing your immune system or suppressing the immune system of your children. And so I'm going to encourage you not to do that. Does it make sense to feed or support your child to suppress their immune system with addictive, nutritionally deficient, processed garbage crap stuff that we shouldn't be eating to begin with? Weakens our immune system, makes it more difficult for us to fight off infection. I would think in this particular climate with COVID-19 that that would be probably the last thing that we would want to do, and yet that's why we're doing this video, to encourage you not to do that, not to do that to your neighbor's kids, not to do that to your neighbors, not to set everybody up for failure and sickness all winter long. Um, we got all these different vaccines. We got the COVID-19 vaccine and all the various hubbub that's going on with those. We got flu vaccines, and we've got all the different types of vaccines that they have out there. You don't want to compound the potential effects of that by loading up on sugar, because then it probably won't work the way that it was intended. But these are some of the questions that you need to consider and you need to ask yourself as far as you go and as far as the health of your children go. I'm encouraging you to go out and celebrate Halloween by dressing up and making it a fun night. What I'm not encouraging you to do, and whether you're the one that sits at home and hands it out or whether you're the one that runs around and collects all of it, I'm asking everybody to consider not handing out the completely refined and processed candy treats. Okay, that not trying to put a wet washcloth on a fire and put the fire out. We should all go out, we should all celebrate, we should all have a good time. But we should make better choices in terms of what we're giving our children. Maybe we can give them some school supplies. Maybe we can give them some, I don't know, different types of cards if you're guys, whether you're baseball cards, football cards, basketball cards, hockey cards, whatever kind of collective cards there are out there. Perhaps for the young ladies, we can give them things to dress their hair up. I don't know, introduce them to dress up type activity kind of things. I be honest with you, I don't have kids, so I don't really have a strong affinity for that because I'm not trying to figure out how to raise my kids and raise my kids to be healthy. I do help lots of my patients raise healthy kids. With advice and treatments and that kind of thing. But at the end of the day, you have to figure out what's in the best interest of your children. And I'm just encouraging you not to feed them over amounts of completely refined and processed sugars. That's going to shut their immune system down as we move into winter, as we're doing everything we can to come out of this worldwide pandemic. So come up with different opportunities to give out things that aren't going to create problems for the people as far as consumption of too much sugar. And if you have questions about any of this, it's my pleasure to help you to better understanding on what you can do to support your immune system, what you can do to make your immune system as strong as possible going into the winter months, and make sure that you're not setting yourself up for failure as we kick off the holiday season, where we're going to be probably eating more baked goods and going to parties and consuming too much alcohol and eating foods that we wouldn't normally eat that are high in sweets, etc. And this is the first event of that season that runs through the end of the year. And so I'd like for everybody out there to make better choices. So please, send your kids out into the world in order to have a fun night, going from neighbor to neighbor, knocking on doors, saying hello, trick or treat, all of that kind of stuff. But don't come back with a whole bunch of candy. And if you are somebody that sits at home and answers the door and likes to see the kids all dressed up and what the unique costumes, etc., make sure that you're going out of your way to give them something that's healthier, that isn't laden with all sorts of completely refined and processed sugar. And, we all need to be in this together to help everybody improve their health. So if you have any questions, please stop into my office at 138 Canal Street in Pooler Park. We're in Suite 404 of Building 400. That is in Pooler, Georgia. Call me directly at area code 845-561-2225. Again, 845-561-2225. You can email me directly at docrick, DOCRICK, at spineboy.com. Whether you call, whether you email, or whether you stop into the office, it's my pleasure to help you to better understanding what the concerns you have regarding your health. I definitely appreciate you tuning in. That's it for this week's class. Please tune in next week. Same health time, same health station. Once again, this is Dr. Richard Huntoon saying, be healthy. Have a wonderful day. Thanks.